Hello, hello! I'm back. I feel like I do this every single time. I disappear for a long time and then I come back and it's like, hey guys! What can I say? It's hard being an adult, but here we are. I am back. Impromptu stream. I did not have this planned. It was just last minute. I have some free time and I have Lego sets to get to, which I've been wanting to build, but I wanted to stream them. So here we are. This feels weird. It's been so long since I've streamed, so this is just like, hi guys. But yes, today I'm jumping right into this. I'm doing the flower bouquet, part of the botanical collection of Lego. Another bouquet, I know, I love all the flowers. But yes, we're doing this. I do have a vase available because they do not have any way of standing up straight or a base or anything. So yes, if you've seen any of my previous streams, it's always fun to kind of put these together and kind of arrange them in the vase, and it's just so beautiful by the end of it. So for those of you who have joined me in the past, you know the drill. I'm going to swap this camera down, and let's do that right now. Let's make sure, because I want you to see the progress of the video. There we go. And hi. Let's see if I can. No, too far. That should be fine. Yes, so I do have a camera on the side recording this for time-lapse purposes, different angle as well. I do have an extra camera. I just don't know if I would be able to hook it up for streaming to have other camera or something, or at least change up the view every once in a while. But yes, I have all the cameras. Let's see how many bags we have for this set. It is 750 pages. So we'll see. Alright, that's all good. Okay. Oh, that's all crumpled up here. Set this on the side. Okay, so we have the stems. Leaf. Big freaking leaf. Okay, so we have 3. I apologize for the crinkly sounds. 2, 1. I need 1. What is this? We're making our packaging more sustainable. Ah, yes, we did get a similar one on another set. So 3, 2. This is also 2. And then these 4 ones. I'll set this guy aside as well. Okay, so. I wonder if we have any frogs in this set. It doesn't look like it, but I always get excited when I see the little frogs. It's the versatility of that frog is amazing, and I love it. This looks like a bird wing. That looks like a bird. Oh, they're all the same side. They're all the same side, but look at that! That looks like a pair of wings. I'm thinking pterodactyl. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, so let's... No, not fall down. They always have a bag within a bag. And we do have in this set, we're going to be building a rose, a snapdragon, Oh, I think this is like the entire set. Got it. I thought it was the first. But we are going to be building the rose in the first one. These little guys are the rose. You have some wheels. Legos are so much fun. I've had to restrain myself at this point because I keep wanting to buy more sets, but I have, including this set, I have 4 that I have not built. So it's like, I need to maybe not keep buying stuff. But they're so like, oh yes, and I may or may not have pre-ordered the Wally Lego set. To be fair, it is a very cute, adorable set. It includes Eve and it includes Mo. So, and they look so good. They look so accurate, and I couldn't not, get them. Okay, I'm doing the thing where I'm trying to organize before I start building. So let me scooch a little bit forward. But yes, we are building the rose. The book is a little bit bent here, but we're building the rose. Oh, come on, focus, camera. Oh, I broke it. I've done broke it, people. Rose, and then we are building the other one. I think it's a common daisy. Yes, it is. Common daisy. Yes. Okay, so let me go forward here. Okay. This might be a little bit interesting just because the book is kind of bent, so it's not going to cooperate. But yes, if the music is too loud, please let me know. I might actually lower it a little bit more, just in case. There we go. But yes, let us start. We are going to use 2 stems, so might as well get them right now. Two stems. Okay. So we are building the common daisy first. We're doing it twice. So I'll be building them simultaneously. Okay. We are starting with these black pieces. You have some branches in there. Okay. 2 of these. 2 black spirals. Not spirals, but this little black. And we're just gonna build away. There we go. Okay, we're gonna need these little guys. And I realize that I'm building black on a black surface, so I apologize if you cannot appreciate what I'm doing. But I'll try to show you up here. So we have these little arm type pieces, and we're placing this guy onto the little hand part on all 4 sides. So. And again, I am building this twice. I will be building them simultaneously, just so I'm not going back and forth. How do you guys build these kind of pieces? If it's more than one, do you build one first and then build the other, or do you do like me where you kind of just build them simultaneously? And looking for sticks, little sticks. And I'm only placing them on one, and there is a There's a little note here. It says the small brown leaf element is more commonly used in other Lego sets as a carrot top. I can totally see it. Yes, I can see that. I'm telling you, they're pretty versatile when it comes to their Lego sets. Like I said, the frog. The frog, they used it so many times on previous sets I built. Like it was almost simultaneous where I run into a frog. I was like, what? I really like the frog. Okay. The next part I'm building 3 times, which again, I'm building them both simultaneously. I'm doing this 6 times. So we're gonna need a whole lot of these white pieces. I'm putting this to the side here quick. A whole lot of these. It's 24 total. I'm gonna need like all 48 if I have 48 pieces here. I might have an extra. Notes. What else am I going to be needing? Six yellow. Six of these branches, or they're not exactly branches. Okay, and what am I doing? I am taking one of these bases. I am placing 4 of these whites around, like on each of the 4 sticks, if you would. And then I'm doing what? I'm placing 4 more. However, so how do I describe this? So if I place them completely straight, like this, I'll be placing the next 4 right on top, but to the side, like that. So it's actually going to be parallel with the next one over. And I got to see how I can make it fit, because they're going to have to go on an angle for them to fit. 3 and 4. So it's going to look something like that. And then, little yellow cap here goes right on top, like that. Pretty simple, pretty cute. We're doing this a total of 6 times. So I'm going to try to speed run. This is the part where I fast forward in the time lapse. Or in the YouTube video. We're almost there, you guys. Just putting the yellow tops to finish up these daisies. Alright, so we have our 6, and we are placing them on the 3 other ends of this first piece. So skipping the one with the little branch. Ooh, this does swivel, so I have to be careful. It doesn't go in all the way. It's just a little like protruded, like it doesn't go in all the way. And that's it. See how it's not completely flush. So we have these 3, and I guess a little branch like that. It looks weird, but hey, trust. In Lego we trust. They haven't disappointed in this set yet. Okay. And then we're putting this on the stems that we took out earlier. And that's it. That is it. This is one. And I do have the base here on the side. So as I finish the flowers, I'm just gonna pop them in. And we'll fix them as we add more. And then if necessary, I'll just rearrange them once we have all the flowers. So we are done with the daisies. We're gonna proceed with the roses, which we're building it 3 times. All right, so I'm taking all the steering wheels. So, okay, we are starting with these, and we're actually starting with the flat green. And we're just placing it on top like so. Easy. Pretty straightforward. 2, 3. Placing another wheel right on top, like so. And then we're placing that green piece that I grabbed earlier, the taller one, and we're placing it right on top. So we're stacking. We are stacking. Okay. Next, we are going to grab, what am I looking for? 2 or 6 of these pieces, because again, we are building this 3 times. 2, 4, 6. Okay. So if I'm looking at this piece, so that's 6 of these. And we have 6 of these. If I'm looking at the piece like this, and I'm looking at this piece like this, we are placing it on the top. Like so. We're doing this 6 times. So the little edge is going on it's going up, and it's going on the top row of this piece here. Four. Whoa. 5. 6. Okay. And then 2 of these, I'm going to take our wheel here. We are placing them inward, like so. 2 more times. And then set these aside, and we're doing it again. So 3, 4, 6, 3, 6. Same thing. We're taking that piece, putting it on the top. Think of it as a little chair, and we're just making a fancy, like, tall headrest for it. Or that's how I see it. 5 and 6. And then we are placing these right on top. So if we have these like this, I'm placing them right inside, like this. There we go. Looks like a flower already. Alright, 2 more times. No falling down. Three. Okay. Alright, looking for these flat pieces, which we're going to put right down the middle. Ooh, that is not as straightforward. But we got this, we got this. I could always use this piece to kind of push it into place. Yeah, there we go. Last one. Now it's secure. Okay. All right, now we're going to take a bunch of these white pieces here. So 4, 8, 12. Also these itty bitty pieces and these squares. So for each of these little pieces here, we are going to place one of these on each of the 4 sides. And actually, because it's going to be difficult to get in, we're placing this guy in the top, or on the top. And then we're going around. So we'll do this again. We're doing this 3 times total. Goodness me. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. It's always so difficult to get that itty bitty piece to kind of click. Here we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes 2. And then our final piece here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We're taking these pieces and we're placing it down the center. Ooh. Well, that doesn't fit. Oh, well, it does. If I do it diagonally, it does fit. So instead of straight, I know you can't appreciate it because it's so small. Instead of straight, where all the petals align, we're doing it diagonally, or at a 45-degree angle, and it does fit. And like what we trust, I tell you. Okay, so I'll set these guys aside. And we are looking for 4 flats, which is really 12 flats. 12. Then we're going to look for all of these flat here. Okay, so we also need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of these guys. We're doing this splash piece right on top here, and then on the bottom we're placing this piece which has a little hand on it, which is going to help us clip it to the wheel. We're doing this 12 times. I lost count. But I know we have 12 of these pieces, so we're good. See how I still instinctively want to look forward when I talk to the camera? It's force of habit. I did it for so many streams. But yes, anytime you see me looking forward when I talk, that's all that is. All right, almost there. All right, and we mentioned we are going to be placing these around the wheel, and they are going to be diagonal to these pieces here. So right here, you can see how it is diagonal to the beige pieces. 3, 4. You can always scooch them a little bit to kind of make them fit. And do that 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful, beautiful. 2, 3, 4. Gotta scooch this a little bit. Oop, too much. There we go. There we go. 4 little rosebuds. And again, scooching that to the side here. Taking these, replacing the remaining of these little hand pieces. I don't know what's called them. And we're placing them on top. On top. So do this 12 times total. Almost there. All right. We are flipping this upside down. We are taking our new petals here, and we are placing them, looks like slightly offset, not completely diagonal. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's move these around a little bit because they aren't necessarily closing. But I do want to see real quick. Oh, it doesn't show. It doesn't show. Yeah, it is offset. It's not diagonal. It is offset by a little bit. Let me revisit, see if I can adjust this a little bit better. This one is not offset. That's probably why it doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, I see. Okay. It was kind of bumping into the bottom piece, but there we go. Slightly offset. I could offset it a little bit more if I wanted to, but I'm not really going to. We do have 2 more to do, so again, I'm looking at upside down. I'm gonna offset this maybe a little bit more, see how it looks. And the good thing is you can actually adjust as you place the pieces. It's not a final location for them. Yep, I see. There's always a one piece that kind of wants to bump into the one below it. That's 2. I'll do this more diagonal, see how it looks. So it would look like this if I did it completely diagonal. So yeah, that is up to you if you want to leave it up like offset or diagonal. I think, I'm not sure which one I like more. So yeah. So let's try it. Let's do something here quick. That's not what I wanted. My bad, my bad. So, let's see. I am trying to do something here, you guys. Bear with me. That doesn't work. I'm trying to delete something and it doesn't let me. Well, shoot, you guys. That is annoying. Okay, let me toggle here something. Let's do this and this. There we go. That was way harder than it should have been. Alright, back to normal scheduling. Okay, so we had built these 3, and the last thing we wanted to do was put a little brown stick down the middle. And it is a little stick. It doesn't go, oh yes it does. As far as it'll go, which is this much. I'll place them upside down. So this one I can't really do much else. Upright. It's 2. There we go. Ooh, we're doing 2. We're using the wings. Well, we'll get to that. We're doing this stem twice. So first we need, these 2. All right, remove these and gray, just connecting the 2. Right, a little spindle down the gray. And we're gonna need 2 of these bent pieces. Well, they're not bent. They're not straight. I'm the worst when it comes to naming the pieces of Lego. and I ended up organizing. Anyway, alright, we're gonna place this right on top to secure this gray piece. Not the gray one, the black one. And we're placing a yellow, what is going on? This is red. Red piece down the little elbow piece. And it's gonna look like this. Again, one more time. And then another elbowed piece on the top to make us more of a curve. Two green studs. We are placing them staggered, not on the same side. If I'm looking at these this way, I'm putting a stud on the side that I'm facing, and then on the side I am not. Again, we're doing that twice. The side that I'm facing, the side that I'm not. I'm going to take two of these little squiggly branches, and we're placing them on the side that does not have the stud. So, opposite side. Is it the opposite side? It's not actually working. It's on the opposite side. So if the stud is here, I try to insert it and I can't actually. Oh, okay, got it now. So yes, it's on the opposite side of where we put the stud. So the stud is essentially acting as the counterpiece that is holding this little branch into place. It's just at a weird angle because the piece itself is curved, so you have to insert it at a specific angle. Okay, setting this slightly to the side because we're going to build a bunch of these. Okay, whole bunch of red pieces, whole bunch of green pieces, and we're going to make a very long stem. That's what we're doing. So it's 16 each of the pieces here, but I'm not going to count. So green, red, green, red. This is 2. This is going to hurt my fingers after a little bit. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. We're doing that one more time. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Pure excitement. I know you guys are having a blast. We're going to put this first piece right on top. We're going to grab our wings and we are placing them on the inner arm, if you will. This does move around, so it is not fixed. If you move the wing around a little bit. What kind of stem? rose has pterodactyl wings as little leaves. I'm setting these aside. And we're building another stem for the third rose. So, we're doing the same. We're starting with a green piece, inserting a gray, and inserting a little spindle. We're putting a straight green piece instead of an elbowed one. I'm going to bring over these rib pieces down, and then one more. And again, we're doing the 8-piece build. Green, red, green, red. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're inserting that first piece we built right on the top. And we are taking the pterodactyl wing and placing it on that little spindle. Oh, I can't get over it. And then we're just gonna attach our rosebuds right on the top. That's what it's gonna look like. I can't with the wing. So that's 1. Oh, that's too funny. That's 2. And last but not least, I love it. See, this is how fascinated I was when I would still constantly run into the little frogs. Now it's the whole pterodactyl wing. Has a green leaf. Oh goodness. And those are our roses and our daisies. So let's put these extra pieces away. I did have a Ziploc bag handy this time around, because I always forget to bring one until I realize, wait, I'm supposed to put these away. We can move on to bag 2, which, as you can see in the instructions, it's actually multiple flowers, 5 total. Bag 2. Again, I apologize in advance for all the crinkly sounds. I know that it usually sounds way louder on camera. Itty bitty pieces. No, part it down. Oop, it's right under the wheel. Hold on. Maybe not squash it. There we go. Okay, there's always a bag within a bag, so let's see if I can't quasi-organize a little bit. Oh, we're building more stems, aren't we? Oh boy. That does hurt your fingers after a little bit. Quasi-organized. Not entirely, but a little bit. And then more tiny pieces. Okay, so we have some bush-like pieces here, a bunch of pink flowers, smaller pink pieces here, and some little semicircles too. Some wheels. This is part of the orange flower. which I don't remember the name. I'll check that right here in a second. So we are building. We're building the California Poppy, which is the orange one. Where are the other ones? The Snapdragon. And then which one is I guess they're just leafy flowers or plants. Yeah, it doesn't exactly say. Yeah, it's just the plant, generic plant. Okay, so we're starting with the poppy. It's just the one, so starting with this piece, the yellow bricks here. Okay, so we're placing these yellow bricks right on top of the green piece, and right on top we're slapping the yellow flat. Okay, we're looking for tiny, tiny pieces. I wouldn't even know what to call these. But we're doing 4 tiny pieces on the top here. It is hot. And I have the fan like full speed. Okay, using these yellow pieces and these orange pieces, we're placing it right on top, like so. We're doing that one more time. And we're placing that on the side here, either side, with the hands just above the center here, and we want the bottom to be flush. So we don't want it down here, we want it the bottom, we want it flushed, and the little hands above the centerpiece. We want 2 of these, 2 of these. Same thing, we're putting this yellow piece in the orange to be able to clip it. And yeah, we are doing it flush on the bottom. Hands above this centerpiece here. We're looking for yellow hands, actual little yellow hands. 4 of them. And we are placing them in the center pieces here. So it looks like they have them diagonal. Yeah, they do have them diagonal, so just like that. Like that. And then like this. Remaining 4 petals with these orange pieces, we are clipping these on the top of the petal. Like so. And then we're clipping these onto the outer rim of these hands. You know what I mean, guys. Okay, we can adjust these as desired. I'm gonna leave them slightly open. And then we want an elbowed green piece, which is over here, with a red piece. We're inserting it on the bottom. like that. And then we're gonna grab a stem piece here. And a green piece to act as a weight. And then we're inserting flower onto the stem. And there we have our first flower, which the name escapes me already. It's California poppy, was it? California poppy, yes. Put it in the base here on the side. We're going to be working on our leafy friends next. First, I need to do. We're doing this 2 times. So, I'm bringing these guys over. I need 2 of these. So starting with these flat pieces, I'm putting it on the bottom of a little bush thing, which, oh my god, how do I do this one? I don't have. Oh my god, I have to squash it. Oh gosh, okay, it's 2 times. I need a stick. It's going right down the center with this piece down. It's gonna go right down the middle. It doesn't look like it, but it does have a space there. You just gotta play with it a little bit. There we go. Do that again. Okay, 2 black Lego heads. Because this is what I call these pieces. They're Lego heads. Yes. We're placing 2 of these on the stick, all the way down. I feel like this should have been done before I inserted the stick, but again, in Lego we trust. I'm not going to question Lego's methods. Okay, again on the other side, we're doing 2 black Lego heads straight down the stick. And then we're going to take our second little bush and we're going to slide it right down. It doesn't say, well, it just clicks on that top Lego piece and it doesn't go any further, so it won't really squash the bottom one. Just gotta make sure it kind of, there we go. And clicked. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna need 4, and 2, 4, and then for my second one, 8, and then 6 of the red pieces, 2, 4, 6. I'm going to join all 4 of the green pieces using the red as the uniting piece, if you will. So 3 red, 4 green. So green, red, green, red, green, red, green. And I'm gonna need 2 stems. And if you don't know by now, when I say stem, I mean these long sticks. Might as well take them out of the bag here. We're inserting the stem into the piece we just built. And then on the other hand, we're inserting our bushy little piece there. It does slide in a little bit, so there you go. 2 green sticks. Put them on the side, and we're done with those. And the next ones are our snapdragons, which we're building 2 of them. So, let me see if I can organize this a little bit better. These are new pieces. I have never seen these pieces before. Any rules? Sorta, kinda. We're starting with 2 of these wheels. Well, 1, but again, building simultaneously. 2 of these and 2 green studs. I'm assuming these dark ones, dark green. So, looking at this piece, like so, the dark green stud is actually going on the bottom. And then on the top, we're doing the bright green Lego head. Like that. Do it at the same time. The next step is going to require sticks, which we're threading from the bottom. This is going towards the bottom. I'm going to thread through the stud all the way through the green. Do that again. Threading all the way through. We're taking another wheel. We are threading it through the top and inserting. It looks like it does align, so make sure to have those as aligned as possible. Thread the second one. We're taking another bright green Lego head, sliding on the top of the stick. And we're taking that third wheel and placing right on the top. So again, this is the snapdragon. It has multiple layers of flowers on it. Okay, so 2 more sticks. I'm looking for these little green guys here. So starting with the green piece, we're sliding it on the top here as much as we can. Ooh, I did not mean to move everything down. Okay, I meant to push this down. I guess that's as far as it goes. And we're taking the second stick and placing it on top. Again, for this guy, I keep pushing the stick. I don't want to move the stick. I want the stick kind of fit snugly into this. And then stick on top. Okay. So, next pieces are these guys here. We are getting more bright green Lego heads. We're placing them in the middle. Oh no! You don't want Lego pieces to be flying everywhere. And then we're gonna take 4 of these little pink, they look like little buds, like little flowers. So, actually looking up, we're gonna insert on each of the 4 sticks. So it looks like little cones. Again, for our second piece. 2, 3, 4. We're doing this an additional time actually, because we're going to be inserting this piece like this. Ooh, I like how the green piece just noped and stayed on top. So it's going to look like this. And actually, just so you can see what this process is, I'm going to need to do this part 2 more times so I can insert it right on the top. Like this. I want to stagger it a little bit. Hold on. There we go. It's going to look like this. So, we're going to build it again. So, like my little pink cones. And then my Lego heads. And then 4. Green in the center. Goodness me. It doesn't wanna. There we go. And then buds on the corners. Again, we're just inserting and inserting. And we're offsetting this. We're setting it at an angle. There we go. Next, you need these guys. Not this. These. Similar to earlier, we're going to take this block piece. We're going to place this little cone on the top. It's going to be the top of it. And then these little guys are going to act as little petals on each of the 4 sides of this center block. This, and this. This is going to look like this. One more time. Cone on the top. And then little petals on all 4 sides. We are sliding this down the top here. It does click, so make sure it's seated. There we go. Next, we are looking for 4, so we're doing this 8. It's 4, 8. We're looking for these pale pink pieces. 4, 8. Okay. So, looking at this piece this way, I'm placing one of these little hand type pieces on the top. It's gonna look like this. We're doing this 8 times total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we'll grab one of these. So you place them like this, right? We're actually going to be flipping it this way. And we're going to use that little hand to attach to this top wheel. It doesn't say exactly which one to put it on, so I'm just going to put it on 4 of the sides. 2, 3, 4. So it's going to look something like that. Do the same for our other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. we're doing that again for 8, for 8. Again, we're doing this 8 more times for the second wheel. And when I say second wheel, I meant like the second wheel down. And we're placing them on the next spot around the wheel. So if I place this one here, I'm staggering one over like that. 2, 3, 4. No, did not mean to pop that much. So my wheel did move over. I want to straighten it. That way the flowers look like they're lines. Okay, we'll do the same on the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorta, kinda. Alright. And then for the last wheel, we are mixing it up a little bit. We're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 8, and half circles. Alright, so we're going to take the flower piece, flip it, putting the half, like the semicircle, right on top, just looking like a flower. And then we're using that same little arm piece to place on the bottom, and this is how it's going to connect to that third wheel. We're doing this 8 times. 1. Well, this is really 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ow. 7. Last one. 8. There we go. And then, again, we're staggering on the next wheel. This is the space we have, so there goes our flower. Beautiful. 2, 3, 4. Look at that snapdragon. That is gorgeous. Put that there. Again, staggering. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gorgeous. Okay, we're doing 1. I'm doing it one more time. We're actually doing the last 8 flowers. And we are going to be putting them in that last row, but in the spaces that we skipped. So, we actually have a fuller flower, which is interesting. I thought, like, once you hit that third wheel, that's it. But nope, we're filling in that gap. Okay. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So, like I mentioned, we do have a space in between these two flowers. And we're going to put this final flower or row of flowers on that missing space. But it's actually going to be pointing down. It's pointing down. Or at least straight out instead of up like this. You want it slightly out. Straight or down. Very interesting. 2, 3, 4. And we'll play with these once we attach them to the stem. Because I know they will adjust well before we're done, so I'll keep touching them and they're going to be moving around. Like I keep squashing these flowers and moving them, so yeah. We will adjust them closer toward the end. Alright. And for our stem, we're doing the same. We're building the stick. So, I'm looking for one of these, a gray stick. Oh, these little L type pieces here. And an elbow, followed by a red stick. Okay, so with 2 of these, I'm gonna put this there, put this one here. Ah, I see. Okay. This does move around a little bit. Another elbow on the top here. I'm looking for 2 bright green studs. We are alternating the side that we're putting the studs on. Okay, setting that down. And we're building the stick. Red, green, red, green. You know the drill. 8 total. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're attaching to what we just built. That's 1. We're doing this again, but instead of having the little arc or bent on the top, it's going to be completely straight. So I might as well grab all these. Okay, we're starting with a straight piece and a gray piece. Putting a little elbow type piece there, followed by a straight green, a red, and a green. And again, I already know I have to build the long stem with 8 of each. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll set that to the side. Okay. So, again, we are inserting this gray piece here this way. So, And then we are sliding these in all the way. And connecting this up. And that's it. We're going to take our snapdragon, insert here. There you go. And then again, you can adjust the flowers as needed, but I think these are pretty good. Set this guy aside. Oh my goodness. We're crashing into the pterodactyl swing. And let's put this one together. There we go. Again, adjust the flowers as desired. Thinking I'm going to keep those just as is. Put that aside. And then one more bag. We have bag 3, which is going to be our lavender and our aster. There you go. Bag number 3. Again, apologies for the very noisy bag. That is a lot of purple. Come on. There you go. Very big leaves. Which, why would they put that one separately? Never mind. Never mind. Okay. These look like surfboards. You can't tell me otherwise. The steering wheel, a little spindle, some green flats, little arms. Okay, sort of, kinda. A lot of purple. I fear my fingers will hurt right in this one. Oh yeah, my fingers are definitely gonna hurt. It's a good thing I have short nails right now. Had this been last week when I still had very long nails, nightmare. We have more sticks, more little branch type pieces. Now we're totally gonna put the little purple studs on these. I'm calling it right now. Okay. Sorta, kinda. Doesn't have to be perfect. But there's some order in this chaos. Okay. So the first piece is just gonna be the one. And we are starting with one of these and one of these. We're just inserting this onto this. There we go. Then we're looking for 4 of these brown little hands and 4 of these long-ish black pieces. So we're placing the brown hands with little hands perpendicular to the length of the piece. Yeah. And then going back to that first piece, I'm looking at it, I'm using the hands and I'm clipping this little hinge arm piece down. I'm doing this 4 times, so 1 for each side. Clip, move down. Clip, move down. And last one. Ooh, all the studs. Here come the studs. There is a note here. It says, the golden 5-pointed element used as a leaf here first appeared as Queen Watervra Wanabi? I butchered that. That queen's crown and the Lego movie 2 sets. We're talking about this piece. And that makes sense. It does look like a little crown. How do we hold this side? You can see. Yeah. So we're gonna need all 9 of those. All 9 of these golden leaves. All of these little branch pieces. And all the sticks. So, starting with, we're assembling this 9 times. So, starting with the little crown, place on the leaf, like that. I don't know if to put the crown pieces first. It's so good. We'll do the crown leaf attachment, I guess. 2, 3, 4. Excitement. 7, 8, and 9. And I'm taking these little branches here, and I'm stacking 1 branch, 2 branch. I'm gonna stagger these sticks a little bit so they're not. Here we go. Staggered them. And then we're gonna take all those tiny little studs and we're placing them on all 6. So I'm gonna be here a while. I'm gonna be here a long while. It's 54 studs total. Ooh, and I'm already, this is gonna be interesting because I'm already breaking what I built. I can't get this. Yes, there we go. I might consider doing the studs separately, like first, and then putting together the little branches, because this is slightly uncomfortable. Goodness me. So when it's done, it's gonna look like this. I have to do this 9 times. 8 more times. So let me try this out. Let me do the studs on the branches first. I want to see if that assembly is easier. Stud, stud, stud. It was easier for me to do the studs first and then assemble. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the studs on first and then build, like assemble the branches to the base flower portion. It's gonna take me a minute because that is a lot of studs. There's so many studs. Oh my goodness. But it is what makes it cute. This is the lavender, so it's gonna look adorable. It's just a real pain. That's one plant that I've been considering maybe planting here in my home. like maybe towards the front of the house, lavender. I think it would look absolutely gorgeous. I'm just wondering, I don't know how difficult it is to take care of that plant. And I do live in the Caribbean. It gets very hot here. The sun is very intense. So I don't know if that plant would resist the heat and the sun. So that is one of the things that has stopped me because I have not done the full research. I have seen them here, but I don't know how difficult it is to keep them alive. And I will admit, I love plants, I like gardening. I am just terrible at doing it, at making time for it. And I used to be good at it when I initially moved. Like I had this whole thing. It was a daily thing. I would go out and pluck out the bad weeds, and I would repot my plants as necessary. And I have a lot of plants. But then again, same with life is streaming. Life. And then all of a sudden I didn't have time. And then I stopped being at my house that often, on weekends especially. I was like, well, I didn't make time for the plants. So unless it was a very low maintenance plant, yeah, we did not survive. I'm sorry. I do not know how many I have built. I'm hoping I'm not building extras because I would be slightly upset. I could always build, okay, tall. I am staggering. Of the 3 stems of each branch is like short, tall. And I am putting both talls opposite when I'm joining the 2 branches. That way there's balance. 2. Alright. 3. 4. No, I still need to build this. Although I think I have 1 extra for the branches. Because I have an odd number. So, just be on the safe side. Let me build these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yes, I did have 1 extra. I need to build these last 2. And then I'll have my 9. There we go. Alright, so if I were to go... Oh, I need sticks. I forgot this thing. Sticks go on the bottom. They are a bit snug, so I'm trying to be careful when inserting that I don't break everything I just put together. And then I gotta see where I'm putting all of these pieces. Because I only had that, remember this initial block here. Delia, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the stream. That's so nice of you. I hope you like Legos and flowers because that's what we're doing today. Oh gosh. I'm almost done. Last one. 9. There we go. Okay. So where are we putting this? So if I'm looking at my piece here, it looks like I am... Ooh, I'm stacking these. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So I am taking 3 of these, stacking them one on top of the other, like that. Doing that again, stacking 3 more. And then I'm doing 2, and then I'm leaving the last one alone. Okay, and then I'm actually clipping the 3 tall ones to the side. It doesn't say how high or how low, so I'm gonna try to kind of gauge what I'm seeing in the picture. There's my other 3 on the opposite side. Sort of, kinda. My 2. And my single one in front. Like that. And I can adjust the angle if I want to completely spread out or if I want to scooch it a little bit straight up. I can. Ooh, of course, I'm doing this step. Let me set this down. Okay, 3 of, no, we're doing 4 and 3 of the red. So we're building that base, or that counterweight. 2. Last red piece, 3. Insert. And, how do I, there we go. And there's our lavender. Pretty, pretty lavender. I can almost smell it. These are uneven. It's all good. It's all good. It's beautiful. Oh, and I can adjust the angle of it too. All right, into the pot, or into the vase. Oh, our very big leaf. We're doing 3 of these. So, okay, I'm looking for 3 of these, 3 of the hand bright green pieces, and 3 of these. Okay, starting with this piece looking downward, I'm connecting these 2. And then placing this 3-row piece on the top, doing 3 times total. So, like this, and this, and again, one closer to the camera for your benefit. We have this piece right on top, like this. And then this guy. Whoa! Right on top. Like this. So we have 3 of those. I'm gonna need these. And these bright green. Okay. So, leaving a space on either side. Yikes. I'm connecting the bright green, placing it right on top here. And again, leaving 1 row on either side. Yep. Pretty easy, pretty simple. We're taking that piece, We're placing it right on top of the first piece we built, but we're leaving a step. So we're building little steps here. Okay, we have these pieces here. If I'm looking at the piece this way, and I have this piece here, and placing it on the top step, if you would, and it's going to be flush with the little hand piece here. Ooh, did not mean to move the desk so violently. My bad. 2, 3. And then we're taking this very long piece and putting it right on top of everything we just put there. So it's all going to be flat. It's very long leaves. Very long Lego leaves. Okay, we're flipping it. We're looking for these flat pieces here. I need 2 per leaf. In this space here, we're going to place these single pieces. Like that, and we do have the gap here, and that's fine. Flipping it again. Okay. For this next bit, I need these, and these, and these. Okay, so start with this guy and this guy. I am inserting this into this space or hole all the way in so it's flush. I'm placing the green piece with the, I guess, the little arm portion on the opposite side of this piece here. And then I'm taking this guy and I'm placing, I'm essentially covering up those 2 pieces. So 2 more times. Insert. Goodness me. Green piece with the arm on the opposite side and cover. Insert. Goodness, this is... Yikes. There we go. And cover. And then, taking the leaf. Ooh, why am I seeing... Hold on. Ooh, I forgot something. I'm going back to the previous step where it's upside down. And I'm taking my little surfboards. And we're putting them on the tip here. I had skipped a step. I didn't even see them. Now, when I look at it this way, it has a little line on the end. That makes more sense. So, take those pieces. That little arm is going to click into these little hands. Hinge action. We're going to need 3 stems. Insert 1, 2, 3. We have 3 long leaves. I'm sure these have an actual plant name. I just don't know what it is. The worst. Alright, we're setting that aside. I am at that point where I need to arrange that. But we are on our final flower. So, yes, this is the aster. Which one is this? Hold on. Yes, aster. Very last one. Very last one. So we gotta see through. So I'm grabbing my wheel, grabbing my semicircles, which judging by how I have to put them on the piece, why not just give me a solid piece? And Lego, we trust you. Okay. Taking the wheel, or the spindle, putting it right on top, and then a purple little cover. Now we're taking our little green box, placing it on top, followed by a little stud. And take 4 of these. We're going to place them on each of the 4 sides of this green block. No. Ooh. I do have to start them a little bit because I can't put them straight up. They will not actually click. Alright, set that down. Okay, I'm looking for 8 of these and 4 of these. And doing that how many times? Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna take a flower, or a petal, if you would. We're placing one of these little hand pieces right on top with the handle opposite the actual petal. And then we're taking another petal and we're placing it right on top. So we're making a hand sandwich. Hand sandwich. Does that make sense? We're doing a double petal. This is essentially what's happening. Okay, so we're placing these with petals looking outward on every other space of this spindle. 3, 4, and then we're going to push them up. Like that. And then we're going to take 4 more of these and 4 more petals. And we're just going to do single petals this time. So I'm just going to place this on top. And it does actually say it's single, not double. So, in case you weren't sure. And we're going to be placing these 4 single petals in the space that we left in between the petals we just attached. So, in between here, we have a space. That's where a single petal is going to go. And I can see why they wouldn't make it a double, because then it wouldn't fit. Like, I wouldn't be able to close it if it were double. Very smart. We would take that into consideration. And again, in Lego we trust. They know what they're doing. Here I'm going to play around a little bit, kind of make sure that they're evenly distributed, because it has to be perfect. Gorgeous. Ooh. We're doing this a few more times. So, we're doing 12 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 6 of the hands, 4, 6. And then the remaining we're doing the same essentially. We're doing the double flower or the double petal and then the single petal. So let's do.
You might have to wait a long time.
3. 4. 5. Last double. And then I'm going to go ahead and build the singles since they're right here. And they go flower on top, hand on bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so going back to our plant. We're flipping it. And starting with the doubles. And it looks here, see how it's like align this with the wheel. So we're going to do just that. We're going to align it with the wheel. Like that. Okay. Okay, and they do look quite right as far as distance. And then I'm going to take the remaining 6, which are single, and I'm going to place them in the spaces between the doubles. Oop, do not scooch. And in theory, when I fold these all up, or down in this case, they should not really bump into each other that much or at all. So, down. This is as far as the ones on the wheels will bend, because they are in that junction or that union here, so it doesn't bend anymore. But everything else did kind of fold in like it should have. I want to adjust this one because the petal is slightly off-centered, I should say. It's throwing out the whole thing. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I love it. Then, last stem. Last few sticks to put together. You have 1, 2, 3 on the base, and then on the flower, and we're done. And that's it. That is our final flower. Let me move or put away the spare pieces before I lose them. And then we'll see if we can't rearrange that that base, because it is not looking pretty. But oh, it's just heavy. Let's see. I'm gonna scooch the camera up here just a little bit so you can see part of my face, but you can see most of the base instead. That is a lot. I didn't actually organize them as I was throwing them in there, and now I organized. So we're gonna move a few things around here. We'll do. Okay. This I want to flip. Or well, do I want it? Do I want to flip it or do I want to flip it that way? Let's see. Well, let's redistribute the roses, or at least one of them. We want the pterodactyl wings outward. There we go. Oh, that freaking pterodactyl wing. Funny. It's so funny. Okay, so for sure we want the lavender in the center. We want a rose on this side. This one is not as tall, so I want it sort of where I have it now. We have the common daisy here, so I want it on the opposite side if I can. And then I want another bush on this side. I called it a bush. I don't know what else to call it. And I want it behind the common daisy. Sort of, kinda. I want the aster more visible. I feel like it's hiding back here. It's the only purple flower I have, you know, aside from lavender. And then what do I do? What do I want to do with these guys? Do I want to like here? That did not fall where I wanted it to. Do I want it like that? Like I want it visible to one side only? Is that what I want? Also, do I want to maybe move this around because it's... I might need to play around with this a little bit. But... I have one more leaf. I think yes. With the benefit of the camera on the side, which I have been completely ignoring this entire time, I might continue to play with this to see if I can't find the right kind of arrangement. I'll try to mirror like the box as best as I can. But this is yeah. See if I can adjust this a little bit better so you can see my face. Yes, I did. Yay! I finally built another set. It's been too long. It took me too long to get back to this, but we're back. Again, slowly but surely. I haven't forgotten about you guys. I want to continue doing this. It is a good, I don't want to call it therapy, right? But a good disconnect from, you know, adulting and everything. It's kind of reconnecting with my hobbies and with people in general too, and doing things that I enjoy. So definitely going to try to do better at following through, and I'm moving this around so you can see that. I have the Italian fountain garden, the tranquil garden, which is the Japanese garden, and then I will get to that, I promise. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the follows. It's always lovely to kind of connect with other people and, you know, catch up, do something different, and have a good time in the process, you know? So, yes, tune in for another probably impromptu stream with another of the bills. But yes, definitely, have your notifications turned on so you can join me when I do actually have time to hop on. And then, until then, you all have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night. Take care. I love you all lovely people. And I can't wait